For a long time, she was known as the quiet member of one of the most famous and talked about families in the world. While her older siblings were constantly in the headlines, running businesses and appearing on television, Tiffany Trump seemed to stay just outside the brightest part of the spotlight. People often called her the forgotten daughter, but that was far from the truth. In recent years, Tiffany has undergone a transformation that has left the world completely speechless. She has stepped out from the shadows of her famous last name and is finally showing everyone who she really is. From her high-fashion wedding to her impressive academic achievements, Tiffany is proving that she has her own story to tell. Today, we are taking a deep look into the life of Tiffany Trump and how she transitioned from a shy California girl to a sophisticated global socialite. You really want to stick around until the very end of this video because we are going to reveal a major life update that Tiffany has been hinting at recently, and it might just change the way the world sees her forever. Tiffany's journey began far away from the skyscrapers of New York City. Born in 1993, she was the only child of Donald Trump and his second wife Marla Maples. After her parents divorced, Tiffany moved to California with her mother. This was a very different upbringing compared to her half-siblings, Ivanka, Don Jr. and Eric. While they were being groomed for the family business in the heart of Manhattan, Tiffany was living a much more private life in Calabasas. Her mother, Marla, wanted her to have a normal childhood, focused on school, friends, and spirituality. This distance from the intense pressure of the Trump organization is one of the secrets to why Tiffany has always seemed a bit different from the rest of her family. She grew up with the laid-back, creative energy of the West Coast, which gave her a unique perspective on life and fame. Even though she lived thousands of miles away, Tiffany was always aware of the weight of her last name. She grew up under the watchful eyes of the paparazzi, but she managed to keep a relatively low profile during her teenage years. However, she wasn't just sitting around. Tiffany was a hard-working student and had a creative side that she wanted to share with the world. When she was just 17, she released a pop song called Like a Bird. While it didn't top the charts, it was a moment where she showed it all in terms of her creative ambition. She wasn't afraid to try something new, even if the world was ready to judge her. This bravery would become a recurring theme in her life as she grew older and started to find her own path. When it came time for college, Tiffany decided to move closer to her family's roots. She attended the University of Pennsylvania, which is the same Ivy League school her father and older siblings attended. She studied sociology and urban studies, and by all accounts, she was a dedicated and serious student. It was during these years that the public started to see a shift in her. She became part of a social circle that the media called the Snap Pack, a group of wealthy and influential young people in New York City. Suddenly, Tiffany was appearing in fashion magazines and at exclusive parties. She was no longer just the quiet daughter. She was becoming a style icon in her own right. She began to experiment with fashion, showing a preference for high-end designers and bold looks that left fans speechless. The year 2016 was a massive turning point for Tiffany. As her father launched his campaign for the presidency, she was thrust into the center of a global political storm. Many wondered how the California daughter would handle the pressure. Tiffany surprised everyone when she took the stage at the Republican National Convention. She gave a speech that was described as warm, personal, and very different from the political rhetoric people were used to. She talked about her father as a supportive parent who encouraged her to be the best version of herself. This was a moment where she truly showed it all on a massive stage. She proved that she could handle the pressure of millions of people watching her and that she had a voice that was worth hearing. While her family was in the White House, Tiffany continued to focus on her education. She didn't take a formal role in the administration like her sister Ivanka. Instead, she enrolled at Georgetown Law School in Washington, D.C. This was a secret to her success during those years. While the rest of her family was dealing with the daily drama of politics, Tiffany was in the library, studying for exams and earning her law degree. She proved that she was more than just a famous name. She had the brains and the discipline to succeed in one of the toughest academic environments. She graduated in 2020, a milestone that she celebrated with her family, showing that she had carved out her own identity as a legal professional. As she entered her late 20s, Tiffany's personal life became the main topic of conversation. She started dating Michael Boulos, the heir to a multi-billion-dollar business empire. Their relationship was a match made in socialite heaven. Michael, who grew up in Nigeria and has a very international background, seemed to be the perfect partner for Tiffany. They were spotted traveling the world together, from the beaches of Greece to the fashion capitals of Europe. Fans were speechless as they watched Tiffany's style evolve even further. She looked more confident, glamorous, and happy than ever before. It was clear that she was building a life that was entirely her own, filled with luxury, travel, and a partner who supported her ambitions. The peak of Tiffany, showing it all, came during her spectacular wedding in November 2022. The event took place at Mar-a-Lago in Florida and was described as one of the most lavish weddings in recent history. Tiffany wore a stunning custom-made gown by a famous Lebanese designer, which was a nod to her husband's heritage. Every detail of the wedding was planned to perfection, from the towering floral arrangements to the star-studded guest list. Photos from the event left everyone speechless. Tiffany looked like a true princess, radiating joy and elegance. The wedding was a statement to the world that she had officially arrived. She was no longer the quiet daughter. She was a woman who knew her worth and wasn't afraid to celebrate it in the most grand way possible. Since her wedding, Tiffany has continued to live a life that many people only dream of. She and Michael spend a lot of time in Florida and traveling abroad. But Tiffany isn't just lounging by the pool. She has remained active in philanthropic circles and continues to use her legal background to advise on various projects. She has also become a fixture at major fashion events, often sitting in the front row. She has mastered the art of being a modern socialite, someone who is beautiful and fashionable but also educated and driven. She has shown that you don't have to choose between being a brain and being a beauty. You can be both, and you can do it on your own terms. One of the secrets to Tiffany's popularity is her ability to stay out of the family drama. While her siblings are often involved in public legal battles or political arguments, Tiffany has managed to maintain a level of peace. She stays close to her father and her mother, often acting as a bridge between her two worlds. She has a very close bond with her half-sister Ivanka, and the two are often seen supporting each other at family events. This ability to navigate a very complicated family dynamic with grace is one of her most impressive qualities. She has shown that you can be loyal to your family without losing your own sense of self. Fans are also fascinated by Tiffany's physical transformation over the years. Like anyone who grows up in the public eye, she has dealt with comments about her appearance. But Tiffany has handled it with a thick skin. Recently, she has appeared more fit and radiant than ever. She has talked about the importance of a healthy lifestyle and finding balance in a world that is always demanding more. Her recent photos show a woman who is comfortable in her own skin and proud of the work she has put into herself. This confidence is what truly leaves people speechless. It's not just about the clothes or the makeup. It's about the way she carries herself. Thank you so much for watching this deep dive into the life of Tiffany Trump. Her transformation from a shy teenager to a global powerhouse is truly inspiring. We hope you enjoyed learning about the secrets behind her success and the beautiful life she has built for herself. Now we want to hear from you. What do you think about Tiffany's style evolution? Do you think she is the most underrated member of the Trump family? And what do you think her next big move will be? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and share it with your friends. We have many more stories about your favorite icons and the secrets behind their lives coming your way, so make sure you stay tuned for our next video. We will see you in the next one.